Hi, and welcome to the Commissioner's Report. I'm your host, Jeff Foley. We're at Bone Valley in Mulberry today. This is one of Polk County's hidden gems. Great recreation area for anybody that likes to do activities on wheels and get a little mud and dirt and get some speed in their lives. I'm joined today by Commissioner Rick Wilson and Polk County Superintendent of Recreation, Derek Harpe. Thank you for joining me today, gentlemen.
Good to be here.
We got a nice sunny day.
It is a beautiful day.
Good way to start the day. Commissioner, can you tell me a little bit about what makes this place so special for Polk County's residents?
You know, this is one of these things that, you know, we have so many people in our county and we have a lot of people from out of county come here, but people need a place to go. And it's very special. The staff has done a great job, Derek and his staff. And this is just, you know, it's amazing. You know, you got all these different trails. It's just a good, fun family activity place to come, especially if you're into motorsports where you like to go through the trails and run fast. You just don't have that very much. People really look good. So that's what makes it very special.
It is a very cool place. I know the first time I came here, I was looking at motorcycles at the time, and I left thinking, I don't need a motorcycle. I need a dirt bike. Derek, can you tell me a little bit, give me some numbers, tell me what's here. What can people enjoy?
The original park, Bone Valley South, is 200 acres. We have a 14-acre track, which is kind of the cornerstone of our facility there. Also, we have 13 trails, anywhere from a beginner trail to advanced. We also have 2 hill climb areas. We have a little skills track for the motorcycle riders. It's a little through the woods. You have to be technical to do some of those things. 2 training areas that we have set aside for beginners so they can come and learn before they get out on the trails or get on the track. So that's what we have on the original 200, and we've got more coming shortly.
And there's varying levels of riding people can engage in, right? So for beginners, for people that are more advanced. Now, Commissioner, I know you drove for NASCAR. You had quite an illustrious career. What would this have meant to you if this were here when you were a kid? How much time do you think you would have spent here?
Oh, I'd have spent a lot of time here. You know, back in the day when I was riding dirt bikes, you know, we just went somewhere probably where we wasn't supposed to be. And, but, you know, it was back then people really didn't care. But, you know, having a place like this, especially with the different trails, the hill climbs, we did it all. And that's what, you know, you have to offer here. Basically, find anybody for any skill level right on up. So, you know, this is something I would have been coming to a lot.
Commissioner, this is a lot safer than the places we rode when we were a kid.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
A lot of safety that we put in, a lot of forethought before we designed everything here. And I rode through groves like Commissioner and through pastures and every place else you could. There's not a lot of safety features out there, and EMS response was a long time.
Especially property owners that are calling the law on us. It's called, we made a lot of noise back then.
So I know Jason Baker has designed some of the tracks. Tell me a little bit about Jason and why that's something that's appealing to riders.
Jason Baker owns Dream Tracks. He's a former rider himself, a Polk County resident, graduated from Harpe High School, but he is one of the premier track builders in the world, and we're lucky to have him in our backyard. Jason has built a lot of things for all the manufacturers, test tracks and things like that. He's Red Bull's motocross designer and builder. He's been a tremendous asset for our community and our growth as a park. We opened up and kind of struggled to find our feet early when we opened up Bone Valley 7-8 years ago. We built that track about 5 years ago, and that just helped us reach a different audience. And since then, the growth has been steady and continual and tracking up every year. And it's a lot due to, a lot of that's due to Jason, his creativity and to be honest, his place in the industry. You know, he's well established and everybody knows that. So when he builds something, people want to come.
So you're bringing some top-notch trails to the county through this hometown guy, which is a pretty cool connection.
It is. We built in the original trail the track that he built on the south side was about 14 acres, and it's a multi-purpose track. You can ride anything on a motorcycle to side by side. The new track that he's developing on the new property is motocross only, that we're extremely excited about. I think everybody will be, especially with the closing of places like Bartow and some other tracks around. It's nice to have that option again, and we're working towards that.
He just mentioned something, a lot of tracks that have been around for a while are closing. People will go to these tracks and been doing it for years, and growth and everything has got around them, and they've shut down because of that. So people have to have a place to go.
So they almost get squeezed out. And I think in a location like this, we look around and we're surrounded by greenery. We've got a lot of space that may not be developed anytime soon. So this is a good place to be. Where did the name Bone Valley come from? I know the first time I heard that, I thought, Bone Valley, what is that?
Yeah, so when we bought the property, we were beginning to develop the place, do the master planning for it. We were looking for a name, and I'm a programmer, man. My job is to get people in our parks and in our community centers and have activities for them. That's what I do. And I was looking for something catchy, but I wanted something that meant that identified with Polk County. And this area is heavily mined. We're on Mosaic property. We bought property from Mosaic. Mine land is all around us. And during the mining process, a lot of fossils were discovered in this area of the county, and Hillsborough and Harpe and Manatee. That little strip down there it was recognized as Bone Valley. So we kind of did a lot of research. I dug up that name and put it out and said, hey, this is what I want to call it. Everybody looked at it and said, that sounds like a pretty cool name for an off-road vehicle park, and we went with it.
It is very cool. So do the trails incorporate some of the mining terrain?
Oh, absolutely. So berms are a part of the mining process. These hills, these berms, they stack up and they stacked product up in. And they left that at the end of the mining project or product. So when we came out here, the reclamation process had already been done. Mature oaks all over the place, but those berms are still there. Man, you talk about a track builder or a trail builder dream that you get to use that elevation. That's one thing people think of Florida. There's no elevation. Well, we have mines thank for some elevation out here, and we utilize those berms to help give it some character and move the trail up and down and south. And it's integral in our trail system and in the track building process as well, because you have that natural ups and downs that they want. So it was good for us.
And I can attest that those are a lot of fun. I've been out on a side-by-side on some of those ups and downs, and yeah, it's a good time. It's definitely a lot of fun. We're here in part today to talk about Rally in the Valley, which is coming up May 4th. Derek, can you give us an overview of what Rally in the Valley is and why people should come out to it and why they should come out to it early?
Absolutely. So Rally the Valley is our annual spring event. We've been doing it since the inception of the park. We want people to come out and see it. We have a high retention rate. Once you visit once, you're going to come back over and over again. That's a testament to the design of it, also to our staff just maintaining it at a high level. So, but Rally the Valley is a free event. We want people to come out. It's kind of our customer appreciation for the ones that have been here before, and it's kind of a come see what we do for the ones that haven't been here before. This year's special, because this year we'll be opening Bone Valley North, which is the property right across 630 that we bought and we've had for quite a few years. We've developed the first phase of that, and originally it's going to be the bridge opening, which is directly behind us. We'll open that bridge. It'll convey people safely across 630 from one part to the other. And then we'll also have the motor coaster opening that day, which is basically a continuous trail, one-way trail that we designed to feel like you're riding on a roller coaster on your ATV, and it does. And staff did a tremendous job making that happen. That was the only direction I gave them. Here's the property, make it feel like a roller coaster, and they did it. So we're very happy with that. And then we'll have a soft opening or a preview of the Boneyard, which is our motocross track the Dream Track's building. It won't be available yet on a regular basis. We'll open it up periodically to let people ride. But we have a lot of infrastructure project, but we wanted to see what's coming. We wanted people to be able to preview it, ride it for the day, and get some feedback on it. Jason likes feedback on this product, see how it is, and then once we build the infrastructure support at the parking and roads that come in, then we'll have it available more often on a regular basis.
So May 4th is not just an opportunity to come in here for free, it's an opportunity to see this new area, Bone Valley North, which is going to eventually more than double the location in size, right?
Sure. Like the original location we talked about before is 200 acres. 300 north is 300 plus, so a little more than 300. So it absolutely gives us room to grow. We have a really good phase plan. We have master plan for it. Like I said, this is step one. We've got a campground coming. We've got special event areas and parking and pits all coming in to support the racetrack. So, man, we're excited about the growth potential and what it means to those riders. It's been very faithful to us in the past, and all the new riders that haven't been exposed to us yet, they're going to have a tremendous experience when they get with.
I think the campground part of it is awesome. You know, as a dad of a 5-year-old, I'm like, man, you can come out for the whole weekend. You don't have to come out just for a day.
And I'm very excited about that, because that's the number one question we get is, hey, when's campground going to be? Well, it'll be a little bit, but when we get it, it's going to allow us to do the special events. It's going to allow us to have people that can stay and experience and be a real destination where they're here all the time, or they can be here for the whole weekend. So yeah, you're exactly right. It's going to be a game changer once we have it done.
And Commissioner Wilson, I'm sure the board was involved in helping bring this process along and bring this to the residents of Polk County.
Well, of course, you know, and unanimous, you know, everybody's really excited about it. I mean, we need things like this in Polk County. You know, Polk County is growing so fast. We're the fastest growing county in the state. You hear a lot about that, you know, what's happening in Polk County. But when you don't hear about, this is so quiet out in the woods, it just makes it more surreal and just a wonderful thing. But we were 110% behind all this, and will be. And we're very excited about the growth, the expansion, you know, the track, what's going to be coming, the campgrounds, just something to build on. And I hope future boards just keep building onto it.
I think this is great foresight by you guys to have this as an asset for the residents. Come out and blow off a little bit of steam and just get to have some fun.
That's it. Have fun. That's what we want. Have fun and be safe.
That's it. And the other thing, we can't do this without a supportive board. Our boards have been great for us with the development. Also the state, right? We've gotten a lot of grant funding that's offset the cost of building this place to the taxpayers in Polk County. We can't overlook the state's contribution to this, because they've been very supportive of us, and we have a great relationship with them. And that's in part to our commissioners and having the relationship they do with Tallahassee. It's been awesome for us. So yeah, we're extremely proud of all that, the support we've gotten, and just the vision that everybody sees, and we all have a common goal to this, and working together has been awesome the last 10 years.
Well, it sounds like everybody's done a great job, including you gentlemen. Commissioner Wilson, Derek, thank you for joining me today.
Good to be here.
That's it for this episode of the Commissioner's Report. Make sure you come out on May 4th to check out Rally in the Valley and see the new Northside of Bone Valley. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and like our social media.